We're here today in Le Marceau with Tunisia's leading curator, Leila Suisi. Leila, thank you for inviting us into your home.
It's a pleasure.
There's a very special exhibit coming up in New York, starting May 2nd at the Alliance Francaise. Can you tell us tell us the name of it and a little bit about how the exhibition came about?
Well, the name of the title of the exhibition is Word Nomads. It's an exhibition which is taking place every 2 years at the FEAF, the French Alliance in New York. And last month, the president of the FEAF came in Tunisia and we met. And she told me that in the program about the Francophonie, I don't know how to say that in English, they're doing every 2 years an exhibition on one French-speaking country, and that was the time for Tunisia after the Printemps Arabe. So she came to me and asked me to put together an exhibition with the young Tunisian artists.
Well, Tunisia is not a country that's well known in the United States. Some of that was changed during the January 2011 revolution. Can you tell us how the revolution has changed the opportunities for artists in what they can do, their ability to express themselves?
Yes, indeed, it was kind of censorship on the artists in Tunisia, and the Bourguiba and the Ben Ali, and the expression wasn't as free as all artists in the world wanted to be. So it's true that it was difficult, for instance, to do the graffitism or tagging on the open spaces. For the artist, it was forbidden to do into some subject as politics or nudity or this type of thing. I mean, there was a very strong censorship on the expression.
And that you feel for an artist and for whether it's in painting or film, is that self-censorship, is that gone now? Is there the freedom and that artists can feel they can express as they wish?
I don't think if it's gone now, but artists took the street and took the freedom of expression, and they're doing it. We had few problems. It's true that last May last year, in a big exhibition did here around in La Marsa, there were quite a lot of problem and destroying, and a lot of opera d'arte have been destroyed. But I think the artists are going again, and they're doing in the street, and they're expressing themselves, and they know they're having problems, or they may have it, but they're doing it.
When you say they were destroyed, this was a particular exhibition that was attacked by some extremist groups of Salafis.
Exactly, that was the one in May last year. I mean, till today nobody understood why, because there weren't no œuvre d'art, no piece of art very relevant to the Islam or whatnot. But I think these extremists don't have any idea about art, and they do mix up expression and freedom. So it was quite hard because they destroyed the art, and some of the artists been called by the police, and they went in front of a tribunal, and nothing happened, thank God. But I mean, yes, they did interrupt, and now even this time they interrupt one or two few things, but I think the free expression is installed, and it's not going to go away.
Okay. Well, I can't help but noticing the painting behind you, and I was wondering if you'd be willing to share a little bit with us about, this is by a Tunisian painter?
That's a Tunisian painter called Bensar, been in one of the small exhibitions given by a university in the United States. He's very prolific, and he's one of our best. Very abstract art. He's the one who is doing this other expressionist. I like very much these two pieces there. He's been exhibiting in all over Europe, in France, in Germany, in Belgium, in Lebanon, in Syria, very, very often, and having a little bit of problem with Tunisia because his expression is it's quite severe and quite dark, but I love him, I like him very much. Last other one you've seen there is from Barcelona. He's a Spanish Spanish artists working on the way to, I don't remember that, you know that place from France to Spain when people can walk for thousands of kilometers, I don't remember the place. It is very well known.
Before we go in the other room, can you tell us about, there's a contemporary Tunisian painting here on the wall.
He's a contemporary Tunisian artist and he's living in Germany. He's exhibiting very often in Europe, but in Tunisia we didn't reach yet the appreciation of the abstract, so I'm one of the few who's having that in my house.
Can we follow you in the other room? There are some paintings that, and can you tell us a little bit about what is the art scene like in Tunisia for Americans or any visitors who come here? People ask, to what extent is there a gallery scene, an art scene? Can you tell us a little bit, and maybe this particular painting that's in front of us?
That particular painting has a very, very long story. It's in the 15th, the young man who went to France, living in Tunisia, very poor, no education. He arrived in Marseille and then been taken to Paris to be how do you say it, a laborer?
A laborer.
A laborer. And he is having that gift, that drawing on the paper. So he was working in, I don't remember which apartment it was, and he was always drawing, and then the engineer or the architect came in to visit the work and say, wow, who is doing that? So he said, finally he said me, and then they don't believe him, so he gave him a piece of paper, he did it again, and he finished by being one of the most well-known artists, Tunisian artists in Paris. His name is Ahmed Hajri. You can see here the book being published in Tunisia recently, and his works is very, very appreciated in France, in Paris. He's having a gallery, he's working with the same gallery in Paris.
Well, this May exhibition will be a real opportunity for Americans to get to know Tunisians and Tunisia. How many artists will be represented?
For the visual art, we have 15, plus we have 3 singers, we have theater, movies, what do you have? Yes, that's it.
And
we are more or less, all together we're going to be in around the 25th persons.
And it starts on May 2nd at the Alliance Française in New York?
Till the 28th.
Very good. Well, Leila, thank you for inviting us into your home and for sharing, and lots of wonderful good luck in New York with this, and we hope that this will also change people's understandings of Tunisia in the United States. You know, if I could ask, you made a comment about the disruption of the gallery, and I think people only read about these unfortunate incidents in the United States. For Americans who have stayed away from Tunisia because they perhaps have a misunderstanding of what's going on here, or they're concerned about safety, is there any comment you can say?
Yeah, well, I like the question because I'm going to be asked the same in New York, so I can answer you. You know, we have in Tunisia, we had that revolution, and we start being as what we call a modern society. You know, I wanted to say that we in Tunisia, we've always been a very peaceful people. And then revolution came and we started to be like any other country, meaning that you have our extremists from right to left side. But the thing is that we have a very strong civil society. We have a lot of artists, talented, we have our writers and our intellectuals. And we're going to happen to live with that. We're peaceful. We're going to go over it. And the other thing I want to tell you is, at least in Tunisia, we have plenty of sunshine, and that helps a lot to solve all these small problems. We will help them. We will find the way.